Welcome back, guys. Episode 11 of the Pit Boss Podcast. We got a lot of things on tap for you as far as local stuff. Um, Gonna discuss Rupee and Don's weekend. Interesting weekend, if you ask me. And then we're gonna have a little segment, but that's gonna come later in our interview. We're gonna announce a new segment. It is sponsored, but yeah, it's a good old time. Pit Boss Podcast, episode 11. You guys ready to You guys ready to get digging?
It took you a lot less time to get
Absolutely.
fired up today.
All right. First off, we're gonna do our rundown here. It's gonna be first thing we're gonna do is NASCAR. Ty Gibbs gets the win. Two teams failed pre-race inspections. That said, the standings, Tyler Reddick has fallen from the second position down to 4. Denny Hamlin's still in the lead with the win. Ty Gibbs is up to number 2. Ryan Blaney 3. So those 4 locked in: Denny Hamlin, Ty Gibbs, Ryan Blaney, Tyler Reddick. First 3 out are Ryan Preece, Ross Chastain, Brad Keselowski. First 3 in are Austin Cindric, Shane Van Gisbergen, and Bubba Wallace. So with that, looking at some standings a little bit more, I see Daniel Suarez is in at 12th. That's a pretty shock to me. You got Hocevar in there at 8th. He's been running well. Another thing in NASCAR news is the stage cautions. Anything that happens in 10 seconds or 10 laps or less is going to be an automatic into the stage itself. I don't know about you guys. My opinion is, I was thinking about this the other day when they announced it, is if they do it, say they have 10 laps, but they stop it with 10 to go in the stage, I think they should add it on the end for like overtimes. Like if they have 3 overtimes as their limit, but they had cut off 10 laps, I say give those 10 laps in the overtime.
I don't know. I never really liked the stage racing. I don't. It's just never been appealing to me. But I mean, I understand what they're doing, and I hope it kind of prevents some of the things that had been happening with trying to get stage points when they do. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out.
I think NASCAR is long enough as it is. So,
I mean, that's for sure.
yeah.
That was like everybody's biggest gripe when they brought up like a whole thing on how they can cut down the time, was like cut down the mileage, and it's like give or take here.
Yeah. I don't know. That's my biggest thing with NASCAR is that I've never been able to stay awake a whole race. So, I mean, I watch the first 10 laps and I go do something, go mow the grass, go drink a couple beers, and then I'll come back for the last 10 laps. That's about what I do. So I don't know much about NASCAR, but
It's funny you bring that up. My wife and I always joke because like I'll watch a lot of the races like all the way out, but like her and I have a joke. She always takes her stage 2 naps, so she'll watch the first stage, sleep during the second stage, and then watch the whole third stage.
yeah. I mean, I could see how it's a little bit more interesting with the stages, but
It's not your cup of tea.
No,
nah.
especially with that mustache.
You like that?
All right, we're
$5
gonna
is a ride.
$5.
$5 ride.
I'm gonna have to pay $5 for my rash later. We're gonna pass down the sack to Rupee here.
Not much happened in USAC action. We had Silver Crown cars down at Iowa for the NASCAR weekend. CJ Leary picks up the win. Sprints off till SmackDown at Kokomo. Man, I love going to SmackDown. I've been a couple times now, and it's a fucking party.
What sucks doing what I do is like I can never take a Saturday off. It feels like, so it's like I want to so bad, especially like a lot of our friends or like people that are moving up are going to be racing the SmackDown. It's kind of intriguing to me. I might take a trip out there one day this week or next week.
Yeah,
It's worth it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think it was
Yeah.
one of
It's
the
worth
worst
it to
races.
like rent an RV and just stay there all weekend long.
The Pit
Or you can
Boss
stay with
Podcast
Caleb.
RV.
No, we'll just stay with Caleb. Sheetsy. We'll be fine.
Shaggin' wagon.
Yep.
Midgets resume this week at Coles County. That'd be a good little test for him. That's a tight little bull ring. I know Don's. Have you ever raced there before?
I have not, but I want to. I have seen midgets there, and it's pretty rowdy.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's kind of like a BC 39 type deal. a lot of those tight bull rings like that promote some good racing. But I don't know. I'm kind of excited to watch.
Yeah, it should be interesting. That track has suffered a lot of casualties lately.
Oh man,
One
oh,
right after another.
tornado! I saw an ATV on fire. I
Mhm.
mean, man, they're going through it out there. I don't know what's going on out in Illinois, but keep that over there. We don't want none of that.
No, not at all.
Sounds like they need fucking natural disaster insurance out there.
I think they got
Fucking
it
might as
after
well
this.
get the volcano insurance.
Save the trees.
Okay, we're now on the World Outlaws. Night before the Ironman 55 winner, we saw Chris Windham. That was his first World of Outlaws win. Super happy for him.
Big
Jason
cat.
Sides, it's been 10 years since Sides Motorsports has been in victory lane. Man, that's hard to believe. I remember watching Jason Sides growing up on tour, and like he wasn't. I don't know how to say it. The fastest guy out there, but man, he was always fast, right? And it was cool to see that happen. So then we go to the Ironman 55 winner. We saw Logan Schuchart. Man, we remember a couple years ago when Larson and Schuchart went at it at the 55. I-55. Man, that was such a good race. Kind of, the track promotes such good racing, right? Like it, high low slider. Like it's so momentum driven. I really like watching racing there.
See, I know with I-55, that is honestly one of my dream tracks that I want to go to actually watch the Ironman one day, just because watching the racing, like, just through Flow or through Dirt Vision, whatever, it's always great there. It's a little bit of a smaller ring for like the 410s, but then again, it just acts like a small little bull ring, and it's like giddy up on it.
High limits off. They resumed the 20th. We had this past weekend Knoxville 360 Nationals. We saw Ryan Timms pick up the win. Looking strong going into 410 Nationals week. Man, he's hard not to pick for the upcoming week, right? Fresh off the 410 championship last year there, and then 360 win this year. I mean, what are your guys' favorites for Knoxville on Saturday?
I mean, I think it really just depends. I think Rico's always going to be up top. I'm a Rico fan. I could see, just who's the one young guy that ran really well at Eldora? Garrett Williamson.
Yep.
I think this might be the one that he gets that's going to start the rest of the season for him.
That would be cool to see. But honestly, you can't count out Kyle Larson.
No.
So, I mean, I really
wasn't going to take the best pick out there.
I'm not going to, but that's probably where it's going to go. I really think Corey Day might get it done.
I mean, I'm going to be basic here. I got to go with Ryan Timms. I mean, he's had the laps there. He has a track championship. He's got to win. Yeah, I already picked. Yeah, well. But, I mean, can't deny it. He's a clear pick to win.
I mean, Larson fresh off the Capitini Classic win last night, right? And, man, we got to talk about Anthony Macri, his incident there. That was scary to watch. That car come apart. Him and Brady got together. Brady, it's like they just met in the middle, you know what I mean? Brady was coming down, Anthony was coming up, and they met in the middle, and it was ugly. Like, just to come away with a broken, clavicle and a bruised lung, I think he's pretty damn lucky.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's twice now at Eldora and then now Knoxville where you have cars that are just, like, literally torn apart. Like, foam and everything from, like, the wing and everything just gone. And, I mean, the safety measures are there, and it's great to see, but it's like you see a wreck like that, and you always think the worst, which it's nice that it came out well.
Yeah, I think they're building the cars nowadays to kind of crumble around the driver instead of, because if something's not absorbing the impact, you are. So, and I think that's why these cars, like, just come apart. I mean, I don't know. I don't build chassis. I could be wrong, but it just seems like, after a few people, and it's kind of always sad because it seems like if somebody gets hurt really bad, that's when something changes.
I mean, they're still using the same technology they were 40 years ago in these sprint cars. Nothing's changed, really. I mean, truthfully, about the car, I mean, it's all the same idea, right? So, Ultra Shield seats, Sharp Advantage, they're all doing their part in the seat department, fire suits and all this other stuff going on. Everything's making strides, but it's still the same technology everything's based around. And I don't know, I mean, it works, right? But man, we're seeing more and more injuries. What is this, the third time in 3 years Anthony Macri's been seriously hurt? Last 2 times broken back? Man, it's just tough.
Yeah, I mean the cars nowadays are just going so fast though. So, they're hauling ass around these tracks nowadays, and it's not the speed that kills you, it's the sudden stop.
So I know one thing that's probably going to suck about, getting these injuries resolved, making sure the cars are best so the driver doesn't get injured. I hate to say it, but it's probably going to take something like a Dale Earnhardt wreck where someone is going that's how we got the Halo. Because that was from
Dale who?
Ryan
Dale
Clausen
Earnhardt.
just this week.
Earnhardt, whatever. I ain't good on pronunciation, but people know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I think it's seriously going to take something like that's going to happen to where, unfortunately, someone's going to pass away from something, whatever that is. How we saw the creation of the Halo come about in the sprint car world. Sadly, someone car jumped up, hit him in the head from the top of the hoop, and then we see that Halos are pretty much standard across the board for most sprint car series. So it's sad, but I think that's probably what it's going to take to see major innovation in the sprint car world to stop some of these injuries from happening.
I mean, another thing too is not just the speed, but fires. Fires have been a big thing lately. We had that incident at I-44, and then I mean, we know James Turnbull in the 5 car, the Baldwin 5. He had an incident where fuel line popped off, and he had some pretty bad burns in his feet. But I just feel like you get one step forward and you take 2 steps back with incidents like that. But,
yeah, everybody's trying to be light and do. I mean, I understand it because I race and I build my own car, and I catch myself going, well, I'll shave 10 pounds not putting this in there or running this like that, and it's not always the safest, but
yeah.
And then again, as a racer, you strap anything in these things knowing something could happen.
Oh,
I threw Rupee in the car knowing something was going to happen.
All right.
Wait a
that's
sec.
it. We're going to switch down to Sweet Springs. I think that was you, Don's. Or am I wrong? Is that Nick?
That's spicy.
I was going to do that.
Old spicy.
But for Sweet Springs, on the 3rd, they had the Now 600 series. The restricted winner was Lucas Corbin. The A-class winner was Jude Allgaier. The non-wing winner was Braxton Flatt. Little Blueberry to some people. Junior winner was Willard Ballard. And then on the 8th, it was just a weekly running. The restricted winner was Levi Ballard. The A-class winner was Keegan Brewer. The non-wing winner was Tom Curran. The junior winner was Maverick Stolfus. The sportsman winner was Eric Perkins. The outlaw non-wing winner was Quinn Jones. And then last but not least, the carb winner is Jared King. So quite a few.
Looking at this list, I realized why you wanted to read it, because those are some easy names.
To be honest, those weren't easy names.
Those were easy names.
Hey, Jones really got them.
I do think now we're going to go to Coles County. That is you, Don's.
Yep. So 7th weekly, outlaw non-wing winner was Nolan Bartley. Junior winner was Xander LaRose. Mod Light winner was Chris Craig. Winged winner was Tyler Pigon. And restricted winner was Guy Pigdon.
We didn't have any racing at Millbridge, Port City, SIR, or Miami County Speedway. With that said, we're gonna kind of move on to the US 24 weekly show. It was supposed to be a big show. We were supposed to have a 2-night race presented by Power Eye, but it ended up getting canceled. But Jim and Deb, being the promoters they are, being the track owners they are, they said, you know what, we're gonna give it a try. They're one of the few people I know that are gonna give the track a try, and 9 times out of 10 they get it. With that said, we're going to run in and do a couple of race winners here. Outlaw saw Neil Allison. He went 8-1 in his heat race, set himself up in the front row. He had a little barn burner going on behind him, managed to get it out there. Adam Artman, first win in the A-Wing class this year. Gunnar Rose, first restrictor win. Leader at the time, just so happened something happened in his car. So, I mean, better to be lucky than good sometimes. And picking up your first win's always good. If you guys don't know his dad, I asked him, I said, your nickname's Kokomo Comet, so what's that make him? He's like, the Kid Comet. I was like, you know what? I respect that. It's pretty solid. So the Kid Comet, Gunnar Rose. Senior winner, Ron Dennis. That's his 5th win of the year in senior division, 4th or 5th. I didn't really catch the full interview, but he definitely had something medically wrong. I didn't get the full interview, but watching him walk off the track, you could tell he was kind of hurting. So got it out a win. And then junior division, my favorite name, Tom Hernley takes the win there. And then Cale Cannon takes a win there in non-wing. Cannon, don't get to see him often anymore, but takes a win in a non-wing, but in Outlaw he finished 2nd behind Neil Allison. With that said, what do you guys think about last weekend? At least the winners. We'll get to you guys towards the end. We got a couple things set up for us, but winners wise, what do you guys think about that list this week?
They were all good ones. It was guys who like a rough track definitely shine this weekend. There was a massive hole getting in a 3, and the cheat code around that track was definitely going through it. I mean, there's a lot of cars that ended up, in the fence because of it. But it was a cowboy up track. It was drive through a hole, get to the cushion, and the people who are really good at that are obviously the ones that I would probably put in this exact list. So.
Then all I gotta say is I do appreciate Tom Hernley's comeback with the junior win, because we saw earlier in Hot Laps he did flip it in turns 1 and 2. So it was nice to see him be able to bounce back and actually pick up the win later in the night. So just wanted to point that out. Nice little comeback story.
From flip to victory lane.
It was a good battle. I think my favorite race of the night, honestly, might have been the A-Wing division. It was Tanner Cheek there or whatever. Was given Artman for a good run for a while, and then I think chain came off or something. But man, and then Cannon there in the A-Wing. I mean, it was a really, really good race. I thought
there was a long stretch in A-Wing where it was just green flag, and Artman kind of got out of there. And then once the caution came out, it was freaking gloves off. Whoever you mentioned, I forgot who you said, but they were just throwing haymakers left and right, and then chain fell off of him. And then here comes Cale Cannon, kind of had 2 or 3 good retries there, but never got around them. But Artman able to fend him off. That was a good race now since I'm remembering it. All right, with that said, we're going to save the top 5 for later. We're going to save the conversation with these 2 for later. We are going to bring in a guy known around US 24. He is going to promote the race that's coming up this weekend. So here in a couple of seconds, you're going to see Richard Smith, a.k.a. Pidge, up on the screen. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Below me, you see Richard Smith, a.k.a. Pidge. Go ahead and I know we had you on the first time we did this. Pretty sweet to have you back on and talk about it. I know this race itself is something special for you, so I thought it would be the best to get you on here, let you talk about it. So go ahead and take it away.
So this weekend we're scheduled to have the 20th annual Carol Smith Memorial. Carol Smith was my grandmother. Her dad, Roy Clem, was one of the founding members of US 24 Speedway, and part of the ones that built it back in '58, and then they had their first race in '59. So we've got well over 65 years of history at 24 in my family. I know the race is in her name and her honor, but I do still feel like it does attach to her father, Roy Clem, and what the Clem family's meant to US 24 Speedway, as well as the Smith family.
I know you guys kind of have like a twist going on this week. Go ahead and explain that for us.
Yeah, so this was really 100% Jimmy's idea. He called me a few years ago, and I want to say it was the year that Kyle and Brexton Bush showed up, and he said, "Hey, what do you think about whoever wins it?" I think it was 24 at the time, but I think it's moved to Peru since, and locking in the winners into a guaranteed provisional for Saturday night. And I said, I mean, I'm all for it. Anything that helps you out on Friday night to bring in more cars and make Saturday better, let's do it. So I got to give Jimmy all the credit for that concept, and it's worked out pretty well. I mean, if you don't even want to race the heats or whatnot Saturday night and you win Friday night, I mean, that's your prerogative.
I mean, that's a pretty cool little deal.
Yeah.
Last year, I know. I mean, I've ran this race a couple times now, and I remember like it had to be 4 years ago. They had cars parking in the staging area. This race has always probably been one of the biggest, like I call it a weekly show because, but I mean, I remember there being 180 cars there for that race. I mean, it is awesome to see the turnout you guys get for the support you guys get for that race.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a humbling experience. And I think that year that, when Kyle and Brex were there, I think we ended up with like 180 cars, and I know it was the record for a weekly at 24. I know the Deuces Wow turned out 200 between the two classes, but as far as a weekly program at 24, that definitely set the record. And I mean, we didn't even get done till 1:30 that night, and I don't feel like we ever stopped after opening ceremonies. But I mean, so it was great. It was a long night, but I mean, I think we're capable of pushing 150, 160 again this year with what's been going on and what we're able to give back to the racers that night. So, I mean, hopefully, we get a good car count. Obviously, we need the weather to work in our favor this week, but it's Indiana. Give it 10 minutes, and hopefully it changes in our favor.
I know you mentioned something to give back to the drivers. I know you guys do lap sponsors and stuff like that. Is there anything else that you give out to the drivers during the weekend?
Yeah, so I mean, it just really varies on how much we end up bringing in total. We've got $100 for each Class R Charger covered. We're going to pay $25 every heat race winner. And then we take whatever's left on top of that. And that goes back either into helping pay non-transfers out of the B main, or a lot of times we'll use it to help the purses out in the other classes just to make it more worth their while. Some years we've been fortunate enough to have enough where we paid like $1,200 in both outlaw non-wing and a non-wing, and do some other things. And obviously car count plays a part in all of it. And we know a non-wing is going to be probably our largest class again, but I know outlaw non-wing is scheduled to pay $1,000 up front, which it has been every year. So we'll do some stuff with the extra money we end up raising to help out those payouts as well.
And then my last little thing is I know just being at multiple Carroll Smith Memorials myself, it's a big family thing. Can you tell me how much it means to you to see your family and friends come to the track to support you and the memorial itself?
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, at 7 o'clock when we do opening ceremonies and you get down there in the infield and you've already talked to all the drivers at the drivers meeting, and then you go down there and you look out in the stands and it's just filled with family and friends, and it hits you in a special place that you don't get to very often as a human being in that environment. And it means the world to me, not only myself, the family, though we have all the support from not only the racers, a lot in the local community, all of our friends. Again, it's so humbling. I posted on Facebook yesterday that, this is the 20th anniversary or 20th annual memorial. And, so the guys racing today, other than, guys like Rodney Staley and or Roger Ritchie and Lauterball and those, and Ryan Leake was around. Ryan's mom and my grandma were actually very close. But back when the pits were in 1 and 2, and both of them were still around. They were very close. But it just means a lot to have all those people there. But then all the support from all the new people that have been around the last, say, 10 years is also pretty humbling as well. It means we do something right, that they want to be a part of and they appreciate. The Bodine family, Jack and his dad Chris Hoyer, they both still sponsor every year. So those things mean a lot. Emerson Axum was a great supporter when he was around. So those guys doing the stuff that they do 20 years later and that never had the pleasure of meeting my grandma, that means a lot to us as well.
Now I know I had been talking to you at the racetrack, but I know you guys do a little something else, like post race and stuff like that. Are you guys bringing out the cars again? And I know you guys plan on doing cookout and stuff for everyone to stay and just talk, like old times were per se.
Yeah. So actually, I picked up food today that we're going to cook on Saturday for the race. I got a buddy in town here that helps get food donated every year for this. Helps on some other things. So yeah, we're going to have some pork chops and some other things for dinner afterwards if people want to swing by. Obviously, everyone's invited to pack a cooler and come hang out. I think we're going to have some old cars out there. Obviously, it's going to be depending on what the weather does, because we don't really want a bunch of this stuff getting wet. And then usually we do fireworks. As of right now, that's still in game for this Saturday as well. I say this every year. Rich Foreman's the best in the business at what he does with creativity, and he's working on some really cool plaques that we're going to hand out this weekend as well. So I always try to do it right, make it something everybody wants to win and not just some other thing you slap on a shelf that gets forgotten about in 3 years.
Well, you guys got anything else for him?
I'm excited. It's going to be my first one, so.
Well, with that said, is there
hopefully it's the first one.
Is there anybody that you want to thank, any names that you forgot?
The biggest thing for me is Jim and Deb Wood for allowing us to do this. I mean, when the first one got put on the schedule, none of us even knew it was getting put on the schedule, and we were all kind of like, what do we do, So Jim and Deb for continuing to allow us to do this every year. It means so much to keep her name and memory and honor her every year, and again honoring some of the family that's came along as well. Like I said, my great grandfather was one of the founding builders. Rodney supported us for a long time. Guys like Stan Wiggum, the Ritchie family, the Waterball family, they've supported this thing for all 20 years. And then everybody else that just comes out and continues to compete, and all the people that come out and sit in the stands every year and donate money and buy T-shirts and whatever dumb thing or creative idea someone throws at me every year to sell. So it just means a lot to see those shirts worn year-round at the racetrack and continue to do this every year.
Well, again, I know I look forward to it every year, and I appreciate you coming on. So I hope Saturday's nothing but the best. I look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, I can't wait to get going, and hopefully, we get the conditions that the racers can do their job and put on a show, because I'm sure it's going to be a packed stands.
Is there any other information you want to talk about? I know you got T-shirts, hats, stickers, anything like that, just in case. Is it cash? Anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, anything's cash. I do have a few shirts left over. I know there were some people that messaged me this morning, and I got them taken care of. I don't have a whole lot left as far as shirts, but I do got a few like medium, large, extra large type things. We do have some really cool, they're called dirt caps. Don and Tiffany McMahon make them, and basically they're set to go on the top of a can, and it's got a little flap thing that pops up and keeps anything from getting in your drink. And it's even nice for away from the track if you want to keep like bees or flies and stuff out of your drink as well, not just for, say, dirt. Yeah. But they're really nice. And I got them for $5. They're pretty cool little gadgets, but a lot of people love them. I know, like, Donnie Schatz is selling them out of his merchandise trailer. Same with Rico Abreu, and I believe Logan Schuhart. So they're a pretty nifty thing that a lot of people at dirt tracks are buying. So if you want one of those, get me. But again, it's going to be, first come, first serve on those. And like I said, the shirts are dwindling down, but we got a few left.
Well, like you said, guys, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday, hit them up if you guys want a T-shirt. If there's anything left. If not, come out and hang out with us and have a good time, right? Well, us
Absolutely. Bring a cooler and enjoy.
at Dirt2Media and Pit Boss Podcast, we appreciate you coming on and kind of sharing it with us again.
Hey, no problem. We need to get you guys up here sometime, though, here to the shop. I think you'd like it.
There's a
Hell yeah.
little plan in the works, but hopefully it comes to fruition. So
Yeah. I caught a glimpse of that Saturday.
well, don't give away too much. We need to get stuff together still, but yeah, we appreciate you.
I know.
We hope it turns out wonderful for you guys.
Hey, thanks for letting me on, guys. Appreciate it.
All right,
Archie.
ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, we just got done with one special guest pitch talking about the Carol Smith Memorial. We're on our second special guest of the night. Donzai, take it away.
With 25 starts, 23 top 10s, 20 top 5s, and 9 wins. Last year had 17 wins with 59 starts. We got babyface Cale Cannon.
How's it going?
So I'm gonna let you ask the first couple questions, Donzai. I know you guys are really close, so I know you got some good questions to ask here.
Yeah. So starting off, biggest race that you've ever won.
Probably the Sterling Memorial. That was pretty cool. And then I won the 2024. I won the Carol Smith in Outlaw and A class non-wing, which that was pretty cool too.
Have those trophies stored up somewhere cool?
Yeah, one's actually in the house on the coffee table, and the others are in the barn.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
with all the checks on the floor.
The Memorial,
Yep.
the Sterling one, that one was pretty gnarly, honestly.
Yeah, that was a fun race.
So going from that, do you think you're going to be moving up into anything anytime soon? Be midgets, anything asphalt? Because I know your dad's big into asphalt stuff. Have you put any thought to that, or are you going to keep running micros for a couple more years?
I want to run a midget or a sprint car, but if somebody wants to put me in one, they can. It's just costs a lot of money.
Yep.
A lot of money to do that stuff, and I know my dad wants me to get into an asphalt truck. It's like a crate late model with the truck body. He wants me to get in one of them real bad, so I might give that a go.
I saw you testing. What was it? What do they call those cars?
Late model?
Yeah, was it a late model?
Yeah.
Oh, you testing that, and I mean, you look pretty good in it.
Yeah, it felt very tight, but everybody told me it looked fine, so I don't know.
You being sideways, I got you.
Was that on
Yeah.
asphalt?
Yeah, it was.
Well,
Man, I know this year you've kind of, I guess, scaled back your racing, right? And taken on more of a mentorship, coaching role, whatever you want to call that. What's been the biggest, I'd say, difficulty learning how to communicate with younger driver and kind of relay some information to them?
It's not really that difficult. It's just learning what the other, like, what Lane wants, what he likes, how to get points across to him, because he's a very quiet kid, and sometimes it's hard to understand what he thinks. So it's just getting the information to him and receiving it. That's mainly the hard part.
Well, I mean, and it's crazy to think that you're only what 15,
Yeah.
16, and you're mentoring younger kids.
Yeah.
At your age, I was still getting mentored by 40-year-olds. And talking to you, coming in, you've even helped me a lot with my racecraft. I mean, for a 15-year-old, you're very, very smart and in tune with a lot of stuff at the racetrack, and I think that's kind of cool to see that somebody as young as you is just that smart about all this stuff.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah.
'Cause if nothing's being done in the shop, we aren't racing, because my dad definitely does not do it.
Calling him out like that, wow.
that is
Yeah.
rude.
No, he don't do it. He doesn't.
He's there on race days.
Yep.
So
That's it.
we've kind of talked about this a little bit. To me, there's kind of like a group of core, I mean, I would say higher tier drivers that race at 24, and we're
Guys.
we're seeing them move on, and I know we kind of touched on it a little bit, and from my standpoint, I see you as one of those tiers, only being 15. How does that help you carry yourself through the coaching aspect?
I don't know. It's definitely cool to see that people want to like learn from me, and especially because I've only been doing this since 2023. That was my first ever year in a micro, so it's definitely cool to see.
So,
What did you start off in?
Yeah.
Like racing?
Go-karts, asphalt, road course, go-karts.
Cool. I did the same thing. Got
Mhm.
I got my magazine hanging up in the back.
It's not about you. It's not about you.
I just had to point it out.
That was the last trophy you'd
And a
ever
flex.
gotten.
Facts, probably.
But I mean, and just seeing you come back, I know you kind of are off and on this year. Is that planned for like you trying out new stuff, or is that just you not wanting to get a burnout going?
I don't know. Some of it's just trying to focus on lane. Some of it's just take a weekend off. Some of it's just, you know,
Big fishman.
Oh,
sure.
Got an
Yeah,
angler over here.
yeah.
do you have
Yep.
to fish
I'm trying to get Cody to take me, but it's been pretty difficult here.
Yep, it has.
So
I got Bill Dance.
I know
Yeah, it's true.
you're not just a 24 driver. You're one of the few that do travel out to bigger shows. I know you run Tulsa and the Sprague and all that. Which is your track besides 24? Not saying it's your favorite, but what is your track that you always circle on the schedule?
The Sprague at SIR for sure. That's super fun. I mean, that track is amazing.
And
I was actually going to ask a question about the SIR. I know it's probably going to bring up some feelings that you don't want to feel again, but driving up to fifth and getting dumped.
That was
I have
unreal.
never seen somebody so calm after getting out of the track, but you were red as a tomato.
Yeah.
And I mean, but you got spun out, you went to the back, and you still went forward. How do you kind of, for other drivers who get frustrated in the car, what would be your advice of like, okay, that happened. Let's just go as far forward as we can. So what would be your advice for calming down in the car in a situation like that? Or do you not? I don't know.
I just think like, what do you do about it now? Like, it's what's done is done, and you just gotta keep going.
Yeah, because I know if I got spun that way, I'd probably
Well,
park
we know
at
you
the
got
end of it.
drove over, and you weren't. I know you weren't very happy about that.
I was not. But I had Roddy in the back of my head the whole time telling me not to do anything. And I was like,
Yep.
all right.
Yep.
So being
Well,
I know you.
Go ahead.
I know you run. So like, you obviously run for a couple different guys, right? How is it going from? I know you have a hyper, you had a slider C6, you had a, rigid mount.
For people
What
who
does
don't
it
know what
take
that is, it's a
mentally?
concept.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What does it take mentally to hop in all these different cars and still just be just as fast, no matter what the situation is?
I just don't think about it. I just go out there, drive. If just gotta adapt fast. I mean, you only get 3 laps of hot laps, and that's your adapting time, really.
Have you not seen his nuts dragging the ground?
He's 15.
Watch him drive.
But yeah, I mean, we're all just watching you throughout the years. Like I've been at Dirt2 for 5 years, and just seeing you come up and seeing what you are as a 15-year-old, it kind of has some people like, like what's his next step? Do you ever feel pressure to move on, or are you one of the people that are just, what, I'll move on when I'm ready?
Yeah, I mean, just whatever happens, happens, really. I mean, if somebody wants me to drive their sprint car, I'll go drive it. I mean, there's nothing really, there's no really pressure, I don't think.
So
Do you have an eye on a seat by any chance? Like if you were to pick any any I guess business or because I know like well, everybody likes the Avanti cars or the Vanti cars, however you want to say it, or do you who would you pick out of a group, a USAC group?
Never really thought of that, honestly.
You know what I mean? You gotta start thinking about stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Big AME guy because of the colors, and I'd be
yeah,
with like Andy.
yeah.
But
That's
Avanti,
definitely one of the teams I would definitely go for if
right?
an opportunity could come up with them. That's for sure. I'd go with them.
But if it was like you had to choose out of all of them, who would you?
I don't know. That's a great
he's
question.
gonna
I
keep
haven't thought
his
of it.
doors open, okay?
I'm just
He doesn't want them to go back on here and be like, "Hey, you remember this one time?"
when I was 15. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
setting you up for failure.
Well, Spicy and I, we talked. We kind of have a new segment that we're gonna start, releasing on the podcast. But it just so happened the weekend happened, and we were gonna do a concept chassis US-24 driver of the night. We talked. You finished second in a non-wing, right? Or
I finished second in wing.
you finished
I
second
won
in
non-wing.
wing, one non-wing. So our first ever US-24 concept chassis driver of the night is actually going to be you.
Oh wow.
You finished first, second. We had Artman on the list. Artman kind of fell back in the non-wing, but came 8-1. But you're so close to doubling up. You've doubled up multiple times. I know this isn't a prestigious award, but like being seen as a driver that is, like one of the drivers, how do you feel about it?
That's definitely cool. I mean, I didn't know that you guys were doing it, but to be the first one it's really cool.
You're gonna have to get you a little plaque, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, you start doing that, get a little plaque for everybody.
We'll get you a drawing. How about that?
Yeah, there you go.
Hand drawing.
We'll let Spicy draw it.
I've seen his handwriting. You don't want it.
Getting a hand drawn
Did all the
turkey. That's
floor
about
anyways.
it.
But it's gonna look like off the Indians and like the stuff on the Egypt pyramids and stuff. But no, we just wanted to announce that on the podcast. Going forward, we'd probably do interviews at the track, but knowing that you were coming on the podcast, we figured it'd be better to kind of announce it and introduce you to it tonight. With that said, I know we got a little bit of time left. What if you were to pick a driver, say, let's give you out some categories: a driver's reaction, driver's footwork, driver's steering, all that. And
Know the driver.
Just give me your mix of favorite drivers. I mean, like build the driver, not like it has to be this one driver.
I don't even know. Like, what do you mean here?
I mean,
Like,
you know how
names?
different drivers. Yeah, no, yes, the names.
Oh, I don't know. I don't pay enough attention to that.
You don't know any drivers.
I know
I'm saying
drivers, but I don't know
anybody.
I don't know what.
Okay, fine. Just give me your favorite driver. Gee, many Christmas. Try to do something cool.
Wow. I'd say Robert Blue is probably up there. It's cool. I like his how do I say this? His personality.
His attitude.
Yeah, his attitude. Sometimes he could be pretty funny on social media.
Yeah.
So.
Wout's is second.
Yeah, wow. He's funny. He's hilarious.
I know you guys have more questions. What are we doing here?
I don't know.
I don't know if they're PG-15 though.
Right.
I got one that's available for audiences all across the board.
Okay.
Been holding
But
it back.
I know you mentioned earlier
Even
that you
in the
raced
keys,
go-karts. Like when did you start that, and like what did you do? Like were you into the Rotax, or like what series did you run, or national, or what?
I started. My dad got me a go-kart when I was 4. That was a kid kart. I ran at Michiana Raceway Park for 2 years ish, and then he got me a cadet kart, which had a Yamaha KT100, I think it was on it. and we raced at Whiteland. There was a ton of street races. I think the SIRA series, I ran that, won the points championship there, and Whiteland in 2019. And yeah,
So how old were you when you got started?
4.
4.
I was testing at 4, and then I started racing at 5.
So you've
10
been
years ago.
around racing for a while, but dirt racing is just a new thing for you.
Yep.
So
It's
when
crazy.
you go from racing all this asphalt, all this road, and then you get put in a micro at US 24. I know some people it can be a big culture shock just because of how US 24 can be. What was it like for you going from boom to boom?
I always wanted to do micros. I saw them on, I think, YouTube at the time, and I was like, wow, those things look really cool. So I got on iRacing. I started doing like midgets and sprint cars and just dirt oval stuff while I was racing go-karts, and I just kind of lost interest in the go-karts, I guess you could say. And I told my dad I wanted a micro, and we started watching at 24, and he got me one at the end of the 2022 season. So it's all just that happened, really.
So do you think
Yeah.
iRacing sharpens your skills for dirt racing?
100%. It's definitely a huge tool that every driver should be using.
What about R Factor? Is it R
That
Factor or iRacing?
that's tough. I think they both could help a driver a ton. R Factor, I think it has better physics because it actually builds a curb and you can actually learn how to run a curb. And iRacing is just a wall, and if you hit it wrong, you're basically going flipping. But there's a lot of more
Start.
finesse in R Factor.
You taking notes, Ruby?
Dude,
Yeah.
Call me out.
Jacob, how'd you flip Cody's car?
Yeah. No, that's wow. No, I think I just got into the rut wrong there. I thought the lap before I'd got a pretty good run running above it, and I mistimed it and smoked that thing. I couldn't believe it when it happened either. I couldn't either.
I saw his car parked up in 3, and I was like, wow, he really just flipped that thing.
Dude,
It was rolling good until then.
The way he popped out was the best because he definitely was scared. He popped out super quick.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was worried about Miss Alyssa whipping my ass.
When I flipped it the first time, I thought the same thing too. I'm like, damn, I'm dead. The funny part is after all this, I went over to Bodine's, and he goes, "It was so funny looking over, seeing your car upside down," and because he was behind me, and he rolled by, and I just threw my hands up and was shaking my head, and he wanted to come by so bad and give me a thumbs up. It's like, well, we have great friends.
So I know. Do you guys still have your own equipment, or do you mainly run for different people now?
Right now, I mainly run for different people, but I still own the 3 car that Lane runs every weekend in the restricted class. So I just rent that out, and then I have the people who let me drive for them. I'm thankful for them that they let me drive super fast race cars every weekend.
And who all are they?
Justin Brewer and Bobby Blunt, they do a lot for me.
Does Bobby still have the outdoor trailer?
He does, yeah, he does.
It sucks on those hot days, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah, but he started sending the car home with us because I don't even know. He just said that I don't have my own car, so I need something at the house. So
Need to
I
work on
guess.
something.
There you
Yeah.
go. So, going in the future a little bit, are you mainly US 24 the rest of the year? Or are you venturing out? I know Coles County's got a big race coming up.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to travel a little bit, but there's not really any big shows other than Coles County.
Yeah.
I'll definitely go to Coles County, or I do want to hit up Thunder Hill before the end of the year. That place looks
Place
super
looks
cool.
badass.
Yeah, that place looks super cool. I definitely want to go there. So
And
Where's
then
that
you
at?
Wisconsin somewhere.
Oh,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
And
It's
then-
pretty trick.
Then you got Tulsa. You're going to Tulsa, correct?
We plan on it so far.
So how many cars you planning on this year for it?
Just 2.
Just 2. Non-wing.
Wing, non-wing.
Oh, so
Full-
you're taking
full
one
deal.
car, just running. How many classes?
I'll take it in 4.
Okay, that makes it. I was like
4. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotcha.
4 classes and 2 cars, you said?
Yeah. Yep.
So Outlaw and
Oh, on A class. Yeah.
What's so like you've obviously run like you ran the Outlaw Wing when it was at around us. What's your favorite class to run? Like is it the big wings, A wing, non-wing? Like what's your favorite class? You're like, man, I really just want to focus on this one or whatever.
Outlaw non-wing is for sure probably the best because we run it the most, and I feel like A class just turned into a momentum game sometimes. And then with Outlaw, with the big motor, you can actually make runs and try different things and not be absolutely killed. But Outlaw Wing for sure is up there. The hustle was super fun. Yeah, just wish we had more Outlaw Wing stuff around here.
Dude, I know we used to the King of the Wing.
Yeah, I wish he'd bring that back. That looks
Why-
super fun.
why did he get rid of that?
Just no interest for the longest time.
Yeah.
Really?
Just like the senior class, it used to be 40, and they dropped it down to 35 because they weren't getting a lot of cars.
I hope they don't drop down anymore, 'cause then I'd be out
Well,
there.
you're
with
only
it.
like what, a year away?
I don't know what the cutoff is, but yeah.
35.
Cale keeps telling me I
Man,
am.
you can get smoked by 14-year-olds and 44-year-olds. Damn.
With bad backs. That's
Bad backs.
awesome.
But no, I ain't got anything else for you guys. Got anything else for Cale?
I'm just tired of watching your damn tail tank drive by me.
Is that before or after he laps you?
No, I ran second to him like 2 weeks in a row at the beginning of the year. I was getting pissed. I'm like, God damn it.
It gets really annoying because you think you're faster than him, and then he passes you back, and then you pass him again, and then he figures something else out, and you're just like, "There, bye."
Thought I'd get a good run on a restart,
Oh,
then you
no
just
way.
drive away. It's like, well, I'm put it on cruise control back here, I guess. I'll hold down the fort.
I'll take second again.
Yeah, I've been there. I was eating that one up for a while, and then
But no,
Mhm. What, that heat race where I tubbed you?
you gotta
No.
explain this. You gotta explain this. Come on.
I started pole. He started outside pole. He jumped the start.
Okay. It wasn't called back.
You 100%.
It was
jumped
not
the
called
start.
back.
It was not called back.
But mine got called back apparently this weekend. The guy
Well,
was
you-
shifting on the start,
You
missed
didn't
the
get
sharp.
called back. You were just passing them before the cone.
Before the count.
You little
One
bad
time.
boy.
The one time I will honestly admit I did jump it. The other 2 times,
The other 2 times, no.
he was on the chip, so he was shifting and missed a gear or something. But
Oh, likely story.
Yeah.
huh?
yeah,
You have that on the big jobs.
But Cale can do
Mhm.
it and be fine. It's great. So fun.
Well, normally he's restarting from the pole.
No, he started outside pole. I was getting into 3, and he was already at the cone taking off.
Oh, okay. Oh,
You can tell he remembers this. He remembers
Uh-huh.
this. This is in his diary of who hurt him.
Dude, he has videos he sends me all the time. Remember
Uh-huh.
this? And I'm like, mm-hmm.
You
Sure do.
remember that?
I sure do. Thanks for reminding me.
Well, wrapping up a little bit, Cale, do you have anybody you want to thank out there that you haven't already?
just everybody who supports me every week and everyone who just helps out.
Oh yeah, you got a mom and dad?
Yep, mom and dad. That's
You got sponsors on the car?
Yeah.
No sponsor shout out?
You what? Yeah. Lineman, Hyper, Concept. I mean, TNG Power, FR Shocks, all of them.
See, there you
That's
go.
good.
Yeah.
Good job.
You're learning.
It's like watch the junior sprint kid turn around, look at his car.
I would probably have to do that. Actually, I'd probably go.
I still have to do that sometimes.
Well,
Yeah.
Don, your biggest sponsor is Don's Racing.
Yeah.
Not right now. It's Concept Chassis
Oh, yeah, true. For now.
for now. Hopefully, I
Till you
don't mess
jump
that one
another
up.
start.
Yeah.
Well, no, Cale, we super appreciate you coming on. We'll probably catch up with you in Tulsa, honestly. We plan on doing a couple things out there. We just hope nothing but the best for you. I know you and Don's are close. I know you and I talk some crap at the track just for the hell of it. I know you beat Rupee all the time, and Spicy's just Spicy, but we all appreciate you getting on here.
I
Yep.
just trying to figure out where he knows you from.
I saw him at Chick-fil-A one time.
Where to God, I seen this kid at Taco Bell.
Probably you've probably seen me there.
Yeah.
Taco Bell or Taco
Probably.
John's?
Taco Bell.
Oh.
Every single
agree.
time there's a 2 day. There's a 2 day. So Peru
Mm-hmm.
on Friday, and then 24 Saturday. We have to go to Taco Bell after Peru, no matter what time it is.
No.
Yeah. Or I just don't do good Saturday. If we don't go to Taco Bell Friday night, I just do terrible Saturday. So
Dude,
it
there's
doesn't.
literally a Taco John's closer to the track than a Taco Bell.
Well, if
Nope.
it sucks, I should stop
Nope.
taking you. That's what I need to do.
Nope.
I can't. Be like,
I'll just make my dad go.
So, Dad, grab me a Taco 12-pack.
Yeah,
Yep.
his dad's so stoked, dude. He's tired, one eye open, trying to like see the road.
Nope.
Kale's in the
Taco
back seat.
Bell.
Dad, Taco Bell's over there.
Kick in the back of the seat.
I need a party pack. Where's my Baja Blast?
Dude, the one thing Taco Bell does have, those Cinnabon things, the Cinnabon Delights, those things are pretty
The
gas.
nacho fries.
Nacho fries?
Yeah, dude, those are awesome.
Fire.
You go to Taco Bell to not get tacos.
Oh, I get the $7 box. Comes with like everything.
Yep. It even comes with a shit lettuce too.
Oh.
No, I get rid of the lettuce.
Yeah.
No lettuce, tomato, nothing.
Feed him some lettuce. Maybe he'll slow down this week.
That's what I need. No, he's probably going to speed him up so he can shit faster.
He's gonna
So-
be in
It's
the
gonna be a
porta
little
john.
brown spot. I'm
Dude,
to put one on the infield.
Oh my god! I think the worst thing to do is go to the bathroom at 24 when it's hot.
That's
Oh.
The hottest
Oh,
bathroom.
Slip and slide.
Test.
The hottest bathroom. Slip and slides. Dude, it is so nasty sometimes.
I enjoy it.
Bro, I live 10 minutes from the track. I have to take my when I drive home.
Monkey butt.
Stuff sticking to itself that you can't, and you're just kind of wiggling it loose. Anyways,
Cale, when you do like the Friday, Saturday shows, do you stay around here? Do you go back home and then Saturday US 24?
Oh, I go back home most of the time.
Damn.
not that
That's a
far
lot.
away.
Yeah, it's only like you get home at like
Oh, you get 31
one.
though, don't you? 31 straight
I
up.
don't know. I have no clue.
No. Gail's
No.
worried about Taco. He's eating Taco Bell.
Cale can't
He doesn't
even
know.
drive a
Yeah.
vehicle. Do you
That's
have a
what
license?
sucks. He beat me, got out of the car, and I'm like, "Who the hell is this kid?"
He goes,
He's like,
"Dad,
Yeah,
take
dude,
us home."
right in a
14-year-old.
booster
I'm like,
set.
"This is stupid." Yeah, he is getting a booster seat when he gets in. Helps his dad back the trailer up. Got a sippy cup and everything. It's bullshit.
A sippy cup.
Oh, he's
Dad-
got a sippy cup.
Dad, Taco Bell.
Or Jeff.
Oh man. Anyways, we appreciate you getting on here. We're going to wrap things up. Hope nothing but the best the rest of the year, Cale.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, welcome back, guys. After that little interview with Cale, hopefully it got him out there a little bit more. He's a great guy to be around. He stayed. Obviously, you can see my lights on, Spicy's lights on. He stayed and talked for a little bit. So, now we're gonna get into the top 5. He didn't want to do it with us, and I don't blame him. But the top 5 of Indiana, we're gonna go number 1. Go ahead, Rupee.
We got man himself, Cale Cannon. 25 starts on the year, 23 top 10s, 20 top 5s, and 9 wins. Pretty impressive stat line. I mean, picked up another win this weekend. I mean, you just can't deny it, right? Stats don't lie. I mean, he's constantly up front and constantly a threat.
Not just that, he also was the inaugural Concept Chassis US 24 Driver of the Week. But that's our little take. You guys do what you want, but we thought second in his wing class and then winning his non-wing class, I think that was good enough. I think anybody could have I think any of you guys would take that night in a heartbeat.
I wish.
We're going to move on to number 2. Can't believe we left him off the list last week. That is 100% our bad. It is going to be Cash Money Cash Wireman. He maintaining his top 10 streak, 20 top 10, 17 top 5, 7 wins in just 21 races of the year. So Cash Wireman taking that 2 spot. Number 3.
Oh, I thought you had more to say. That sounded like you had more to say there. My bad. But at number
Staring
3, we
into
got Ron
space.
Dennis. 18 features, 17 top 10s, 14 top 5s with 5 wins on the year. And only one thing to note on Ron Dennis, his one non-top 10 finish was a DNF. I mean, you take that out, he practically has a top 10, or he only finishes in the top 10.
Well, that's not just seniors class either. That's
No.
he runs a non-wing or outlaw 1 to 2, I forget. But yeah, he's also like top 10s in those classes as well, which is pretty impressive considering the every week racing.
And number 4, we have Parker Leak. We have 43 features, 32 top 10s, 26 top 5s, and 6 wins. And not a whole lot of, I mean, if he's not in the top 10, he's a DNF.
Yeah.
So, another shoe out there.
I know he started the year off really bad with a couple DNFs due to chains problems, but when he gets it rolling, that the Parker League is just a stud. I mean, he's got the 4T ritual tattoo car, and then he's got the 1P ASA car, I believe. But both of those get put on rails. He's kind of unstoppable. And I know he kind of fell from our list, but you got to see it from our standpoint. He wasn't at 24. He's running midgets this week. But Ron Dennis being able to get a win this week kind of catapults him up there to the 3 spot.
Yeah, and number 5 on our list, we have Hudson Andrews with 26 features, 18 top 10s, 12 top 5s, and 5 wins as well. So, I mean, he's, getting up there. I think last time he was an honorable mention. I don't think he cracked the top 5, but recently he's been doing a lot better. I know this past week he went for a rough ride, and I think he DNF'd, I believe, because he went for a flip, right? Like, he was one of the ones that had a pretty bad flip, too.
He had a good one.
But yeah.
So that sucks.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done.
Oh. Now it's just happening. Well, I was just going to say, outside of that, though, he was running up front. I think he was in the top 5 when that occurred, so.
And then we're going to go down a little bit to our honorable mentions. You see Cole Bodine, Grayson Springer, Adam Artman. Cole Bodine, 1 win, but he is very consistent in the top 10, top 5. Anybody want to go ahead and add to that?
I mean, yeah, second place run.
He's always there.
An outlaw.
He's
that was
always
a
there.
brand new car, too. That was the car that we got to see in concept, right?
No.
In the A class, that was that car, yeah.
A class, that's right. It was kind of funny seeing the no decals, nothing on it. Next shout out, or honorable mention / shout out, whatever you want to go. Grayson Springer. He doesn't have, the biggest eye popping stats, but if you look at his resume, I believe he's the only one, at least from Indiana, I know, is the only one to lock into both the Sprague and the High Banks Hustle. Both kind of amazing feats at that point. But also this week he kind of had a battle and finished 3rd in the A non-wing with Cale in front, Sokol in 2nd. So shout out to him. And then 3rd place we have Adam Artman. Anybody want to take him?
He's really crafty. I like watching him race. I mean, like I said, that 8-wing race was probably the best race of the night. Logan, he kind of got out to a lead there, and that caution came out and kind of got him bunched back up, and had a good battle there with Cheek, but he threw a chain and whatever and was able to hold off. I mean, Cale Cannon, Chase Highland. I mean, there was some good names right there, right behind him.
So kind of looking at his stats here, he's got 1 win, 21 top 5s, 18 top 5s, 21 top 10s, and 25 features. And I mean, the ones he's not a top 10, 11, 13, 11, 11. So I mean, he's one away. 3 of them he's one away from having top 10s. One of them he's 2. So I mean, just another very consistent guy there in the wing division, honestly. So we're going to move on to our last little portion here. We're going to talk about your 2 weekends. Don's, I know you got the opportunity to ride in the Concept Chassis 40. Rupee, I know you got the chance to flip Don's 24 car. Go ahead and tell us about it, guys.
Go ahead first, Dons. I'll be the nightcap on that.
Well, it was definitely an up and down weekend. We just put this A-class motor in it, and we concept guys didn't know what gear to put on it. They kind of guessed, and so we were struggling at the beginning. And I'm glad we did, because I definitely look like a squirrel out there. The front end, they track a lot better than a D1 does. But I mean, every single time we hit the track, we were doing better and better and better, and that's like all we could ask for. It started 17th in the Outlaw, and we got up to 8th or 9th. I'm shocked we didn't get a hard charger, because we definitely had that one. I'm a little bummed about that. And then A-class, we started 10th and finished 7th or 8th, something like that. But we definitely made a lot of progress for being, different car, different motor and everything. And I really, really, I got to thank Rodney, and I got to thank Dave. I got to thank, everybody who, sponsors that car and makes that thing roll around. Rupee for, kind of introducing me. Same thing with Tyler. Got to give Tyler a shout out, because if it wasn't for you two, I don't think I'd ever gotten a chance to wheel that thing. But yeah, it was really, really, really fun until I came around turn 1 and there was a red light, and I looked over and saw my car sitting there, and I was like, well,
Happened.
Take it from here, Rupee. Let's hear it.
Oh man, shit. Hot laps. Don's went out for hot laps in the Outlaw. I was running the A class only. He was running both, and he ran out for the Outlaw. He come back in, and Alyssa come running over to me. She was like, Cody said you got a Scandinavian, flick that thing in there. He's like, if you do what you normally do, it ain't gonna turn. I'm like, oh, okay. So I went out there and still looked like a clown. It took a minute to get used to. So like, I don't have a left front brake on the car, and I don't have a true Z-Link car. So that was both kind of first for me, kind of get used to. And I grabbed that whole bunch of left front brake, and it yanked the car. I'm like, oh man. So it was rough after hot laps, and heat race was kind of the same deal, just starting to get comfortable with it. We maybe went 10th to 8th in the heat race or whatever, but it was starting to feel better, and I'm kind of glad we got to run the B main there, and I was able to kind of run high, run low, and get comfortable in the car and make some passes, and kind of get a feel for things. And in the feature, I think I started like 16th or 18th or something. I don't remember. And I got up to 11th there pretty early. Rolled through the middle. I think rolled the middle really nice. Don's had the hot setup on it, and I think the lap before I kind of went above the rut, and kind of worked out good. I'm like, oh, let's try it again, and I just had my angle wrong, and that thing bit and just took off. And I remember just as soon as it dug on the left side, I closed my eyes and said, this ain't gonna be good. Right on corner entry like that, and I only flipped twice, and
You hear that, Don's only twice.
yeah.
And hit the fence pretty good, and then I was out of the car in like 0.2 seconds because I thought Miss Alyssa was gonna absolutely kill me because I just killed their car. And I got out, and the guy was like, oh, do you want to keep going? I've had enough for tonight. I'm good. I'll pass.
I think I was more mad seeing you get pushed off by a four-wheeler than starting that thing up, because I looked over at it, and I'm like, all 4 tires are up. Everything seems connected. Why don't you just keep racing it?
You didn't have front bumper.
No, I
So?
lost front bumper in the incident. Watching the video, you could see it flying and then hit me.
Yeah, it went up and right back and hit him.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was funny. So,
But
I
no,
mean, I kind of want to ask what the difference you feel between like a concept that you drive in that car. You know, what do you feel that's different?
man, so like the steering was obviously a pretty big thing. Like, the rack and pinion versus what we use. It's a lot more. I don't want to say sloppy, but like delayed, right? So like, I'm glad you said you got to really flick it in there because I wouldn't have done that. Like I'm so used to, and it's gonna turn. But like, so the whole Z-Link deal was kind of throwing me off a little bit too, and like even talking to Rodney throughout the night, kind of about what I was feeling, just spitballing because it's something new to me. It's like it would when you get on the left front, get on the brake, especially having that left front brake, it would really hunker down the left side of the car and help it drive straight. And you get up to the top, and it would you could drive it in a lot straighter, I'd say more. And it's just like a flick motion to get it to rotate. And I was really surprised. Like we always watch you, like especially the last few nights you've been out in it, you can roll hot bottom pretty good. And in that B main, I was able to I think I went up 5 spots or something and just kind of rolled the bottom. And I'm like, man, this thing actually gets around pretty good. It's more of a balance feel, I'd say. I don't know if that's because I think it's more numb. I don't know if that's a way to explain it. It feels more balanced on the rear tires almost when you're like say running the top compared to like one of our cars. I always feel like my car is kind of right side heavy.
Yeah. See, I feel like the concepts they stand up. So you're when they get grip, they stand up and they drive. And the D1, I feel like you're always squatted. You're just constantly in the rear tires.
100%. I always felt like I was kind of nose up, like, and like Don's told me, he's like, if that thing's dragging the race, frames bottoming out, you're digging. And I'm like, oh, it was digging there. He's like, good, good, good. So that was kind of different too. So like you said, normally it's kind of like propped up. You know what I mean? Kind of ass is kind of up. So that was a different feel. The right-handed shifter threw me off.
Yeah, left-handed shifter threw me off.
That
Big
was
time.
I only stalled it once. Thank God it was in the pits. I went to go reach to put it into neutral as I was rolling up the staging and side idiot. And but it was really fun. Like by feature time, I felt like I was actually rolling pretty good, except for when I stepped on my deck. And
you still rolled pretty good.
Yeah,
I rolled pretty good. I did. I was worried about being in there, good enough because it's always like someone else's car, like you just don't know. And I was in there enough, I guess.
yeah, you were. I mean, me driving Rodney's car, it's just kind of the like, I kind of want to take care of this, but I also don't want to look like a puss at the same time. And, Roddy and Dave were telling me like, go higher. And I was sitting there on the back stretch, I think for when Bontrager got into his deal, and I rolled up. Rodney came to the fence with Dave, and they're like, higher? And I'm like, higher? And they're like, yeah, higher. And I'm like, okay. So the last 4 laps, I was ripping it as hard as I could. And the car was amazing. I mean, it was incredible, but I can see what you mean. Like my car, when it starts to get on the right-hand side, like it's kind of like, uh-oh, what's it gonna do? The concept, you just flick it off in there, and it's just, woo, and it's driving forward. Every single time you feel that car hike up, it's going forward. And
Like I don't think yours is bad. I just think it's a different driving. It takes a different driving technique compared to.
Yeah. You kind of have to have nuts to drive a concept. Like you have to like drive it. You got to trust
You
the
gotta drive
car's
the
not gonna
pit.
do. You do, and the car's
Hey,
always
don't give him an ego boost now. This is the ego boost.
But you have to drive it, man. Like you can't. Yeah, I mean you can get in there like a D1. You can kind of get away with just like pussyfooting it, getting around the bottom, through the middle, whatever. But a D1, I mean, you can drive the piss out of it, and it's constant. It's never different. A D1, I feel like you can miss it by that much, and it's like obviously a game changer.
Yeah.
Concept you can miss by this much, and it's like, oh, okay, like whatever.
I don't think it was all bad. I mean, I think I learned a little bit, maybe of what not to do down in turn 3, but I just think, like, even the footwork, I was able to, work the gas a little bit differently, and especially, like, I keep talking about the left front brake, and that's like, I don't know if anybody really knows, that's like a pretty big deal, I think, after driving one now. That really changes how, the car rotates in and stuff like that. It really,
it could be a
if you're not
tool, and it
used
could
to it,
also
it's
really screw you.
absolutely. Like, I
'Cause
remember going,
I don't have a brake bias in there. Most people run a brake bias for that reason. I don't run one. So, I mean, because I don't like running the brakes. But I did tell you, I'm like, if somebody spins out in front of you, it's going to turn left. So, and, that's it. Hearing you, I was like, man, I probably should unplug it. And you're like, no. And I'm like, okay.
I was so fully committed to, like obviously I'm kind of like, I'm not set in my ways, but like I've known one thing for, so long now. And it's like if I'm committing to trying, like, to driving something else, let's see it through, right? Like, let's not quit on it
venture
right
out
now. And I'm
fully.
glad I did. I'm glad I did, because I was actually able to learn something, I think, from it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I would put one on my car. I don't know how it would react to that, but it was
I don't think you need
good
one
to
on
know.
a concept.
I don't think so, but I'm glad I know what one does now.
Yeah. Well, it only, like, I feel like if you put it on a concept, it'd be a lot worse because it reacts a lot faster. Because the way the front end of a concept tracks, wherever you're pointing that wheel is where the car is gonna go. A D1, you can get in there and you could be turned left and you're still going straight. It's just the way Ronnie sets those things up is he was trying to explain it to me, and I was like, oh, yeah, sure. And then I actually felt it. And I was like, oh, that's what he means. It's just incredible. I've never felt something drive like that before.
It's such a culture shock when I went to that thing, and like, I can't tell you how many times I actually got, like, down in 4, like, early on. I would get to 1 and 2 okay, but then 3 and 4 I've never fully locked a car to the left before, and it's like I'm waiting. Oh, there it is.
Yep, you got to flick it off in there. You have to drive those into the corner on the gas. You cannot be off the gas. Not forgiving in that aspect.
No. Side note, shout out to Bob Corson for shouting me and Don's out when I flipped his car under that red flag. Appreciate the publicity.
Hold on, wait. I think I might be able to start. I might be able to show him.
Please do.
Oh, one car up into the fence and over. I believe it's Jacob Rupie.
I didn't hear it on the
Jacob
track at the
Rupie
time.
and the
I
Cody
obviously had
Dons
the helmet
24
earbuds in
goes
and
for a
stuff, but
tumble.
Watching back, it was kind of funny.
I can play the audio at least.
Well, and that'll be a talking point on the Dirt2Media podcast this week, since both Cody Dons and Jacob Rupie are panelists on it. Jacob just dumped Cody's car.
All right, there's that. But yeah, Bob's been doing really good. He's been helpful with plugging some of the podcast in, but yeah, Bob's been pretty good at shouting us out when he can.
No, we definitely appreciate it. We don't really guess don't have a rhyme or reason for doing this. We just enjoy talking to each other and, kind of showing off, our home track and talking to some different people and giving you guys an opportunity to kind of get to know us better. The guys that, a lot of fans in the stands really don't get to go in the pits a whole lot and meet us and see us. So I think it's a pretty good thing what we're doing of, getting to talk to all these different guys and getting them some good publicity and getting these fans to know, who we are as people, not just as race car drivers.
Sadly, I feel like they've seen me running back and forth from the booth to the camera. Or
I've never seen you run.
Oh, there's been times.
That's a lie.
Brother, I play pickleball. You don't even do anything after you get off work.
Oh. I mow the grass, kind of.
Yeah, it's probably a riding mower with a beer in the freaking cup holder.
Well, it broke down on me today, so it's just a push mower today.
But no, I think you guys got anything else for the podcast?
Thank you,
I
Spicy.
got nothing else for this week.
Thank you, Spicy, for the laughs.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rupee, for the heart attack.
Yeah.
Thank you, Briar, for putting this on for us.
You're welcome. See, everything was personal except for mine. It's whatever. I didn't get my good
Yeah.
morning text. This is what I get, huh?
Yeah. I'm mad at you for some reason. I'll come up with a reason. I'll ask my wife. She gets mad at dumb stuff, so.
Well, did he change his shirt?
I don't want her to hear that.
Hey, babe.
Well,
Here.
no, we
You
we
here?
appreciate you guys. You know, if you see us, don't be afraid to talk to us. We're just the average people that are just trying to have fun. No, coming forwards, we're booked all the way up until September, the week of September 21st with interviews. So that's intriguing. We got Pidge kind of hinted towards it. We got some stuff going on in the near future. We're just trying to put people's names out, man. At the end of the day, I don't know about you guys. That's what my favorite thing is about this is like the whole thing with concept. Like we say it's a sponsorship, but really it's just us putting the name on it. You know, shouting people out. I mean, getting Cale on here, people we have gotten on here. I think my main goal is to get people's names out there, to get people into micro racing, or just hey, like who's this guy or something like that. Who knows? But that's my goal. So we appreciate you guys watching, hanging out, talking to us. You guys got anything left?
I appreciate, and I've had a couple people come up to me on race weekends and say how much they're liking the podcast. We appreciate the support. Really wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for all you guys watching. That's why we do it. We like seeing you guys, your reactions to it, and hearing from you guys. So keep watching, and hopefully we'll keep providing good content.
Give us some ideas to do, too.
100%. That's like I said. I know we got a bunch of interviews coming up. We've got a bunch of ideas in our noggins. But yeah, Spicy, you got anything?
It's hollow in
No,
there.
it is hollow in here.
If you say keep it spicy, I'm gonna punt Cody in the nuts next time I see him.
Don't do it.
Keep it spicy.
Oh, there it is, Miss Alyssa. You ain't gonna have no children.
That's right. I don't want any anyways.
Oh.
I can tell she doesn't listen to podcasts, huh?
Oh, she does. I love you, sweetheart.
All right, that's the wrap.